Amon-Ra St. Brown, at what point in your week planning for last week's game did Booger, fling, tossing, whatever, at what point did that come into play? Whose idea was it? What is that?
So it actually came from one of our D tackles, Tyleek, one of our rookies. And I was walking in the locker room. I think it was like probably Wednesday. He said, "Hey, bro, you should do this." Goes his nose, flicks it. I was like, "It's not bad." So I told Jameer, I told JMO, I was like, "If we get a first down, in this game, we need to do it." So I get the first down, I do it. JMO gets the first down, he does it. Jameer gets the first down, he does it. And then after the first drive, the ref says, "Yeah, you guys can't be doing that." I'm like, "Damn, they just took away all our mojo." But it's all
They
good.
said that. I wonder if that's true. I'd be like, show me why not? Where's the rule
Right.
book? I just want you to know, and the reason it's important is because you guys sold it so well, and you really went for it and like, do boldly what you did at all, that if you guys go on a run, everyone will be doing this in the playoffs. You will have young children. My nephews will be doing this. How do you feel about that?
Um, you know, we don't mind it. We like to have fun, all of us, especially on offense. Our whole team, I feel like. So I'm just disappointed that we couldn't do it anymore. That hurt me, but it's all good. We'll find something new. We'll do something else.
You had two touchdowns against these Rams. You're talking about fun. What's more fun? When Goff finds you wide open in the back of the end zone like your first quarter touchdown, or when you're catching a screen pass and weaving through traffic like your second touchdown of the day?
I think anytime you score it, it's fun. I mean the first touchdown was, I mean, it couldn't have been any easier. I feel like we got the exact look that we wanted. I mean, Jared threw a dime. It was perfect. And then the second one, I feel like those screens in the red zone, I don't know. I just feel like we have a knack for it. And every time I get them, I feel like Panay, the linemen are out. JMO, whoever's blocking for me, it's the perfect look every time, and we make it happen. So either way, I'm happy for any touchdown that I get. But it's kind of nice when you get a run and score.
I'd like to call Calvin Johnson a friend of mine, comes on my show a lot. I love him. I have a lot of respect for him. It's a little crazy to think. I know you know him. He shows up at practice. He, gives your DBs grief, all of that, talks to them. You're breaking records every other snap, Amon-Ra. What does that feel like to hear I passed Calvin Johnson for most receiving yards in 5 seasons by a Lion 1 week after passing Michael Thomas for most catches in NFL history in a player's first five?
I mean, it's humbling. It's super humbling for sure. It's actually surreal because, I grew up watching Calvin, how great he was. I mean, the stuff that he did on the field, I feel like will probably never be done again. Just his frame, his ability to run. I mean, he was a special talent. And for me, it's like I'm just out here, I'm playing, I'm trying to win games, trying to go one and 0 every week. And, you know, I happen to surpass whatever Calvin did in the first 5 seasons. But for me, it's not something that I'm not looking to break any records or do anything like that. I'm just trying to go out there and make plays. And in doing that, sometimes good things happen, but we know what kind of player Calvin was. I think probably the next year coming up is probably when he had the 1,900-yard season. So I
Yeah.
got a lot of work to do. Calvin's one of the greatest to ever do it. So to be anything, to have my name in any conversation with him is always, it's super humbling.
You two talk. How would you describe that dynamic?
I love Calvin. I mean, like you said, he's at practice a lot of the time. I see him before games, almost like all the home games. I see him there, dap
He
him
told
up.
me he doesn't talk to y'all though. He's
He
like, I
did,
don't like to talk to the offense. I talk to Joseph. He goes and weirdly hangs out with the defense. So what's your relationship like with him?
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say he's not reaching out to talking to us, but he'll be at practice, and then us being offensive players, having looked up to him our whole lives,
Yeah.
we're naturally going to go up to him and say what's up. And I've chopped it up definitely a few times with Calvin. He's awesome. He's one of the most humble dudes I've ever met. To see just how tall he is, I'm like,
So
right now, I
true.
feel like this day and age, you don't see receivers built like him. And Jared was just telling me the other day, he asked Calvin how much, what weight he was playing at. He said like 235, 240. If you told me you had to guard a 6'5" receiver at 240 that runs a 4.3, it's like you don't have to run routes. You just run straight, throw it up. Like no one can guard him. So he's awesome. He's amazing. Any nugget that I can get from him, I definitely try to keep.
Not that you need one. I think he just wants to, from what I understand from him, he just wants you guys to do your own thing and find your own way. And he's there as a presence, a huge presence, like you're saying, if you need him. You are just crushing right now. And it's like these records are amazing. But I really think if I think about you as a player, your consistency is really kind of incredible. 90 plus catches your first 5 seasons, each of them. You hit 1,000 yards, my friend, for the fourth straight year. That stuff is not easy. New offenses, all those kind of things. You are 6 catches away from your fourth straight 100 catch season. Consistency, do you value that as much as I do?
I feel like in this league, it's so stat based. Everyone's always looking at. I don't know how you can have one running back like Saquon be the best running back in the league one year, and then the next year he's not even mentioned in the top five. It's crazy. He's the same back. He's the same dude. So this league, the people just naturally like to look at numbers and stats. And so for me, it's like I want to be consistent each and every year because doing it for one year, doing it for 2 years, yeah, you can maybe get lucky for one, you can maybe get lucky for two, but guys that do it three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, like Mike Evans, guys like that do it each and every year, I think there's something to be said about that. So for me, just to try to be consistent each and every year, be there for my teammates, be the same guy each and every year, that's the biggest thing for me. So I try to, try to do my best to be that.
You're one of those guys. I imagine if you had a Little Caesars pizza, you'd share it with Jameson Williams. You mentioned him already. You two are booger picking and flicking together, but he's having a career year. Like we're seeing him have, the best 3 game stretch of his career. Is this the Dan Campbell effect?
That's a good question. I couldn't tell you. JMO's playing great. He's
You
been
couldn't
great
tell
for
me,
us.
huh?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. JMO is making plays. I love, being on the field with him. I feel like it's amazing. The stuff that he does in the run game, whether he's blocking, whether he's stretching the field, whether he's catching, a screen, taking it for 40, 50 yards. His energy that he brings each and every day on the practice field, in the game. He's selfless. He wants all of us on the offense to do well. He doesn't care if he's catching the ball. He just wants to win. So to be out there with JMO, I mean, I feel like, he's or us too, we're special. I mean, I think he's close to 1,000 yards. So it'll be 2 years now if he gets to 1,000 with two receivers back to back 1,000 yards. So
It
that'll be
sounds like
great.
you're saying it's more the Amon-Ra St. Brown effect than the Dan Campbell effect.
No, not at all. I'm just Dan's doing a great job. I love Dan calling the plays. Like I said, I think it's JMO. I think JMO's doing a great job. He's gotten better each and every year since I've been around him. His maturity, route
Yeah.
running, everything. He's getting better every year, and then
Can
we're
you
lucky to have him.
describe Dan Campbell as a Little Caesars pizza, like as a play caller? What kind of top? Like what's his whole vibe as a pizza at Little Caesars?
Yeah, I would say Dan. He has everything on the pizza. I like my pizza pretty plain, but if I'm looking at a pizza as a Dan Campbell play caller, I'm putting pepperoni for sure. You're adding pineapples to it. You're adding
Oh, it's crazy.
jalapenos. You're adding I mean, I don't know what else. Whatever
Are
you
there
want to add to this,
anchovies on this pizza?
that's a great question. There might be. I mean, depending on what day it is, what week of who we're playing, there's everything on the pizza from reverses to trick plays to runs to I don't know what you call it. I mean, Dan has everything.
What's going on today with Little Caesars? Exciting stuff. The St. Brown pizza showdown. What?
Yeah, so I had a little St. Brown pizza showdown, competing with some guys to try to make the pizza the fastest. Who can do it the fast? I didn't know there was actually tactic into how you make a pepperoni pizza. Like there's a count with the the pepperoni slices.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
the hardest part for me was to just take them apart and put them on the pizza. But I think I did a pretty good job. But looking next to the CEO Dave, he was flying through it, and for me, it's like, bro, I don't know
Really?
how, I don't
Dave's
know.
got skills?
Yeah, he's got skills. I don't know how he does it. But I guess, if you're around it enough, like for me, catching the football is easy, but I guess maybe to someone else it's harder. So they're used to it, man. That's what they do.
Who would be the best on your team at that sort of a thing? I mean, Gibbs is pretty quick.
Yeah, Gibbs is quick. I don't know, I'm gonna have to give it to an O lineman. They handle food a lot. They eat a lot, so probably one of the O linemen.
A perfect answer. Well, congrats on that partnership. Very exciting. Little Caesars Pizza, and congratulations on everything with the team.
Thank you.
Everything is, as you know, very much still in front of you, and you
Yep.
got to get the Steelers this week. Good luck.
Thank you so much.